ISO has developed thousands of standards, but in the financial messaging domain, the most relevant ones belong to ISO TC68 Financial Services and ISO TC307 Blockchain and Distributed Ledger Technologies. While there is no exact number, there are over 50 plus ISO standards related to financial messaging, blockchain, and payments. These span across different categories. Core financial messaging. Standards, 10 pluses ISO 20022, ISO 8583, IBAN, etc. Banking identification standards, 10 pluses ISO 4217, ISO 10383, BT, etc. Blockchain and digital asset standards, approximately 10 pluses ISO 22739, ISO 24165, ISO 23743, etc. Security and compliance standards, 25 ISO 27001 for security, ISO 17444,100. Wait, hit me a like and subscribe, thanks. The structure and liaison relationships of ISO TC68 financial services with other ISO and non-ISO committees, particularly emphasizing its connection with ISO TC307 blockchain and distributed ledger technologies, DLT. Let's break down the timeline of ISO standards related to blockchain, digital identity DID, and financial messaging, and explain how ISO is transforming financial messaging with digital assets. 1. ISO TC68, the Financial Services Standard Committee. ISO TC68 is responsible for developing global financial standards, including messaging standards for payments, digital assets, and emerging technologies such as blockchain. It consists of several advisory groups such as Standard Advisory Group ISO TC68 AG2, Strategic Leadership Group ISO TC68 CAG, FinTech Advisory Group ISO TC68 TAG1, Sustainable Finance Advisory Group ISO TC68 AG4, Digital Asset Advisory Group ISO TC68 AG5, Best Practices Advisory Group ISO TC68 AG3, Communication Group ISO TC68 SG4. Key role in blockchain and digital assets. ISO TC68 works closely with ISO TC307, which focuses on standardizing blockchain, DLT, and digital identity. This liaison ensures financial institutions can integrate blockchain-based financial messaging into existing banking systems. 2. ISO TC307, Blockchain and Distributed Ledger Technologies. Creation and purpose. Established in 2016, ISO TC307 develops international standards for blockchain, DLT, and digital identity DID. Ensures interoperability between financial systems, central banks, and digital assets. Key ISO standards developed by ISO TC307. Liaison with ISO TC68. ISO TC307 provides blockchain and DLT standards to ISO TC68, enabling banks and financial institutions to integrate digital assets into existing financial messaging infrastructures. This relationship ensures that new tokenized assets, digital identities, and smart contracts are compatible with ISO 20022 financial messaging. 3. The evolution of ISO standards for financial messaging and digital assets. A timeline of ISO standards for financial systems and blockchain. 2012 to 2015, the foundations of digital financial messaging. ISO 20022 gains widespread adoption as the standard for financial messaging. The need for faster cross-border payments grows, but blockchain adoption remains low. 2016 to 2020, the rise of blockchain and digital identity. 2016, ISO TC 307 is formed to standardize blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. 2017, initial work begins on ISO 22739 to define blockchain terms. 2019, banks start testing blockchain-based financial messaging alongside ISO 20022. 2020, ISO 20022 becomes the dominant global financial messaging standard. 2021 to 2024, integration of digital assets with financial messaging. 2021 ISO 24165-1 introduces digital token identifiers DTI to classify cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. 2022, ISO 23257 establishes a reference architecture for DLT in banking. 2023, work progresses on ISO 23743, setting a standard for decentralized identity DID in financial transactions. 2024, full integration of ISO 20022 with blockchain. Central banks explore CBDCs as central bank digital currencies. 4. How ISO 20022 is transforming financial messaging with digital assets. The role of ISO 20022 in banking and digital asset transactions. ISO 20022 is a global standard for electronic data exchange between financial institutions. It enables real-time payments and cross-border transactions, interoperability between traditional banking and blockchain-based assets, integration of digital identity DID with financial transactions. Example, the US dollar and digital assets on ISO rails. Consider a bank-to-bank transaction using ISO 20022. 1. A US bank sends $10 million to a European bank using an ISO 20022 compliant financial message. 2. The payment system verifies the senders and recipients did decentralized identity using ISO 23743. 3. If the payment includes a tokenized asset, e.g., USDC or a CBDC, the digital token identifier. ISO 24165 ensures proper classification. 4. The transaction settles instantly on a blockchain network that follows ISO 23257's reference architecture. How digital assets ride the rails of ISO messaging. ISO 20022 allows digital assets like stablecoins and CBDCs to be transferred seamlessly between banks, just like traditional fiat currencies. By leveraging ISO TC 307 standards, financial institutions can ensure interoperability between fiat and blockchain-based assets, provide real-time settlement of digital asset transactions, secure transactions using ISO 23743 decentralized identity DID. Conclusion: ISO's vision for the future of digital financial services, ISO TC 68 and ISO TC 307, are working together to build a global financial messaging system that integrates blockchain, decentralized identity DID, and digital assets. By standardizing how digital tokens, identity, and smart contracts interact, ISO is bridging the gap between traditional finance and blockchain, enabling central banks and financial institutions to integrate digital assets into their payment networks, transforming cross-border payments with faster, more secure transactions. Final thought: as ISO 20022 becomes the global financial messaging standard, expect to see more banks adopting digital asset transfers using ISO TC 307 standards. This harmonization of blockchain and traditional banking will redefine global finance in the coming decade. I hope This helps clarify the importance of ISO standardization for banking messaging and how they do indeed serve as a importance. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button, helpful for growth. Thanks.